Now that you can log into Google Docs, we can start looking at actually how to use it. Okay, the basics of Google Docs: you have the different files and folders here, if you have any yet. The owner of those files and folders, you say most of them are me. There's one from Ms. Wellington, and when they were last modified. You also have different settings and things up here of how things are laid out. And you also have the create button here, the upload button, and then my drive. It's everything in my drive. The share with me are things that have been only the things that have been shared with me by other people, and the things I've starred, maybe those things are important, I use a lot, and then the recent things I've used recently. So first of all, we're going to do some creation. So we're going to create a folder, and we'll create a test folder, and create. Okay, so we see this folder. It's been created. I'm the owner. It was last modified. Now this folder, as well as any of these other files, I can right-click on and make changes to. I can share it, I can star it, I can rename it, I can move it somewhere else. I can even download files and folders and things like that. Share is very important. We'll show you different ways you can share a folder or any file. You go to Share. Here is the address of the folder right here. Right now it's private, only I can access it, and lists me as the owner. If I want to invite a small number of certain people, I can just go here and enter their names. And since this is a DPS account, it has their DPS information already in here, so I can just start typing names. So I want to type in teacher's name at my school, Christopher Watson. And it shows up here, and usually it shows up as 2 or 3 different ways. It doesn't matter usually how it goes. This is, I believe, maybe a student's address. I'm not sure, but we can select here Christopher Watson. If we want to add another teacher or administrator or some other staff member, I'll put Jerry in Williamson. Spell. And we'll select Jerry Williamson there. Right now, the people I'm inviting, they can edit. I can change this to they can only view. That means they can look at things. It just depends on what you're using it for and what you want them to be able to do. You can make right here, you can tell it to notify via email. You can add a message to the thing, to your email saying what you want them to do and look at it. You can send a copy of the email to yourself, whatever you decide you want. And then if I want to do this, I just hit share and save. But I'm not going to do that. I want to delete everybody out. Another way to share is this level here and clicking change. So under change, I can make this folder or any file public on the web so people can find it. No one needs to sign in. Anybody that has the link can access it, so you can send it out as email or anything else. Again, no sign is required. This gives you people in Durham Public Schools the ability to search and find and access the file or folder. This one gives anybody in DPS ability to access with the link, and then as we have right here, share privately by giving specific people ability to access it. We're going to go ahead and people at DPS with the link. So click on there. Again, we can change this. We can say they can view it or they can edit it. We'll just put view. And we'll hit save. Okay, so here's the link. I can now right click on the link. I can copy it. Then I can paste it into an email, put it into a website. Anything I can do to actually get it to the people I want to have access to it. And now I can share and save. Cancel that part. And I've copied that and hit done. Now I can go to a Word document or wherever, website like I said before, and paste that link in and give people the ability to access this test folder. Okay, we've created a folder. Now we're going to create something to go into that folder. So we can open this up. There's nothing there right now. We'll go under Create. And something I like to use Google Docs for is to create forms. You can use this to create tests, quizzes, surveys, or other information gathering tools. Parent sign-ins for parent nights, things like that. So we'll create form. So because we're putting into a shared folder, it's going to have the same permissions as that folder. We'll create. Okay. We'll give it a name. Parent sign in. Make it a default, just regular form, and we'll hit OK. Now we can start filling in our form. So we can put student name, we'll put under the help text we'll put last name, and then first name. We don't want a multiple choice, we want a text. And then we'll make this required. We'll hit done. We'll add another item. Again, we'll make this text. We'll make it parent name. Again, we'll make it last name, first name. Again, we'll make this required. We'll hit done. We'll add another item. Again, they'll make this text. We'll put address. I think address probably short enough. We can keep it just as text. Again, we'll make this required question and done. We'll add a couple more before we stop. Let's go text again. Put phone number. Put home phone number. Again, make it required question and hit done. Okay, so let's go back and edit this one since I made a typo. Hit done. And then we'll add an item. This will be a paragraph this time. And there will be, we'll put comments / concerns. And since this could be long, we'll make sure we'll see it's paragraph. Some people may not have anything, so we will not make this a required question. We'll go ahead and hit done. And let's look at what our live form looks like. Okay, student last name, first name, parent name, last name, first name, address, phone number, comments, concerns. This address part might have to change it to a paragraph form. You just have to try it out and see. And this is the submit button down here. Okay, and we'll get out of there. Now down here you can make changes to these. It's up to you whether you have to read through them just to decide which ones you want to have highlighted or not. At the top, some very important things to do. So if this is going out to parents, then you don't want to have this checked because then they do not have a DPS login, so they could not view this form. But if it's staying in district, you don't want everybody to have anybody outside of DPS to have permission to be able to view this, so you want to keep this checked then. You also collect their username they use, otherwise you won't have that. Show the progress bar, not something don't usually use, but you can if you want. Up here you see it's now accepting responses, so once I submit this out, people could actually start using it and submitting responses. I can click this, and now it's not accepting responses. So even if they have the link, it won't take it. It won't take any information they put in. So I'm going to click that. I'll be able to view any responses they put in. And let's go back to the live form for a second. Going back to live form, this is the link you will use, copying to put into a email or to put on a web page or something like that for parents to be able to access. You would use this address right here. Get out of there. And we'll go to view responses. All responses for any form are put into a spreadsheet. We'll go look at the spreadsheet now. So you see the spreadsheet. This is a timestamp of when the form would have been submitted. You see there's nothing here now. The student name, parent name, address, the phone number, and comments, concerns. We can drag that over so we can see everything. And if somebody writes a lot, we might have to drag it over more, open things up so you don't have one huge block of information where you can't see other things. Okay, let's get it. And then if you want to go back to the form, you can go back to edit the form here. You can send the form out in an email. Go to the live form, get the code to embed the form in a web page, so they see it exactly on the web page. There's no link to go to or anything like that. So let's get out of here and go back to our Google Drive. And you see we'll click on test, and our form is here. You can see it because it's that icon here, and our spreadsheet where the responses go is here. And it lets us know it's shared. And remember, it's in a folder that's shared with anybody with a link. I believe in Durham Public Schools, so anybody who has a link can edit these things. Okay. So let's go back. We'll go back to Google Drive to create documents, like Word documents, presentations like PowerPoint, spreadsheets like Excel. I've never used the drawing document before, and you can also go add more apps down here, like this PDF merging app I collected. But right now we're going to go to uploading things. So if you have a file or folder you want to upload to Google Docs as for storage or being able to easily share with others, you can do that. So let's go to the file, because we're going to upload one thing. I'll show you. So click on that. We'll scroll down and select something. We'll select, we'll go down a little bit more. Something small, this module 1. We'll go to open. And then this will pop up. It'll ask you your preferences when you upload things. If it's a document, presentation, or spreadsheet, do you want to convert it into a Google form where you can edit it in Google Docs? If you do not have this checked, then it'll upload, but it will only be for storage or for sharing. You can't edit anything if it's not in a Google Doc format. Just convert text into a Google Doc form. Works pretty well. Some various formatting issues depending on how complex your PDF is. And this one has this come up each time. I like having this checked so that it's easy for me when I try to upload something that I can either check or uncheck depending on what I need and not have to go somewhere else to do that before I start the upload. So I'm going to have this, I'm going to go ahead, since I start upload, I'm going to have it convert, and you see on here, it started upload something small, so it finished pretty quickly. It's been converted, and you see up here where we have module 1. Let's look down here where I had uploaded something 2 different times. One I left as a Word document, as you can see with the W here and the docx here. And this one right here I converted into a Google Doc form. To open up this one, you have to right click, open with Google Drive Viewer. Get that out of there. You see you have a view of it. You cannot edit it. You can highlight things and maybe select and copy, but that's it. You cannot change this document because it's in a Word document form. You can print this out. You can actually go to File, share it. You can rename it. You can email it to people. You can download it, and that'll download it here. Now I can open it up. Say somebody shared this with me, and I want to be able to edit it. I would do that. Let's go back to my drive. And let's actually go to the one I converted and click on it. You see this is now in a form where I can actually edit the document, just like it was a Word document in Microsoft Office. So I'm going to make any changes I want to make, whatever I want to do. One good thing about this automatically saves. I'll save changes have been saved. It saves in a few seconds. Pretty much every time you make a change, the change is saved. And this function is very similar to a Word document. Not quite all the bells and whistles as Word, but good enough for most everyday use. And again, I can go to File. I can download as a Microsoft Word, rich text, PDF, plain text, web page, just about however I want to download it as. I can email it out, publish it, make a copy of it, rename it, various other things in here. Okay, let's go back out. Okay, under Create, again you see the spreadsheets, the forms, documents, folders, things like that. So those are the basics of using Google Docs. Hopefully this helps you to be able to use Google Docs more often, and also be able to have your students use this together with the Paperless Classroom video I also have. Thank you and have a good day.